What if The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan was not a fiction? What if those elements related to energy can be translated to what science and experience can deliver right now? What if the Wheel of Time is packaged to deliver these interesting truths in very interesting and really inspiring, giving images, translation of those truths into the language that we already know, that we can understand in parables, with visualizations in our mind to understand those aspects. Why this connection? Because while exploring more the Zen Entrepreneurship, thinking about Ayurveda as well in this context, I started to have the feeling and thoughts that started to pump in instantly that those dots from Wheel of Time that fascinated me as science fiction 20 years ago when I read half of the series, and now I can say that lots of the parts in there, they actually are supported either by certain cultures, by Eastern cultures, by Western cultures as well, those traditions of India, yoga, Ayurveda, shamanic traditions of Americas. All those elements highlight that this connectivity is not something that is just pure fiction and something that is not existing and is just created by the author. Why? Because while following this whole path of discovering Ayurveda meditation or yoga and setting up those rituals, adapting those rituals, enabling as well the intuition to kick in and give me some clues, these elements around how those results formulate, they started to highlight, yes, we have some patterns of how everything is working in our body. We can adapt those patterns when we inject proper ingredients in the morning, in the evening, in the midday. It all can be managed from body perspective, from your energy, from this consumed energy that is delivered through digestive system, and on top of that, and in line with meditation, in line with other traditions like this tradition of the shamans, tradition that was highlighting as well the energy, the source as this ultimate energy that we are part of, and that we can use this quantum physics that tries to explain all of that, things that are mystical because they cannot be verified by the mind. And additionally, as you see, this great connectivity between the wheel of time and Zen entrepreneurship and some other elements that are highlighted in Zen entrepreneurship, including shamanic tradition, including the cycles, the cycle of time, cycle of seasons, cycle of events, cycle of quests, where you are being given some clues on your quest in this life. Are you using those clues? Or you are blinded by your logical mind? You are blinded by this large amount of thoughts that are popping in. The source, as the oneness, as allness, as God, as divine, as the universe. This is the source. And to touch the source in the wheel of time, you had to just let go of everything. Isn't it the ultimate type of meditation where you lose visibility of thoughts? Additionally, the lucid dreaming is highlighted in Zen Entrepreneurship as the way of using the dreams as well to solve some of your puzzles, to energize yourself, to participate in the dream actively, just by using some triggers. You start to know that you are in a dream, narrowing this gap between the dream and awake state. Isn't it something that was happening in the wheel of time quite often? That there were gateways, usually going to sleep, but they were siloed, but you could have connected it to be aware, to dream consciously in the dream consciousness. Additionally, those dreams traditions of ancient civilizations, where dreams are considered either the dreams that are just a reflection of what was happening, or just the reflections of your current focus. Sometimes it's being explained that your brain needs to process it, but all those elements. But additionally, some dreams that maybe some of you had when you visually saw yourself in a situation or in an event that happened much later on, and you still remember this type of dream, like looking on the ocean outside, feeling fulfilled. And ability to rearrange energy, it's one of the main themes of the Wheel of Time. Energy, how to use the energy properly, how to rearrange it. In Zen Entrepreneurship, it's maybe more basic. It's just cleaning up the environment, cleaning up the loose ends, but then you gain the amount of energy that is much more than you had before, and where this amount of energy enables you to transfer this amount of energy with your focus. And the more energy you rearrange, the more energy you focus. You have this energy for focusing on some important aspects, and then as well you receive some other competence, like being very precise in what you are looking after, looking for, what is your target, what is your expectation, what is your goal. The wheel of time returned to me after 20 years. In this aspect, I was thinking that it might contain some elements already some time ago while studying the ancient traditions, the chakras, even the human hero's journey. But this one expands it even more into these ancient traditions. That is very interesting and great experience. It's beneath something that you can imagine. I highly advise that you start to focus on yourself in those aspects of how you work. What are your cycles? What are your clues that you receive on and on again? Time, events, ideas, highlights. Some people saying something interesting about you, but you neglect it because your talkative mind always wants to just move away those things that can be creative, that can get you out of being just an actor and push you in this creator mode that you were built for, and that is your birthright. Would you consider this challenge for yourself? Would you consider just verifying where I am, what clues I receive, what cycles I'm in, what events get repeated in my life? How do I clean up my energy just to have this energy in full focus, in the full capacity that is available for me on this quest, to just get those elements that I need to work on during this life that we have. Those things that would give you fulfillment, not some artificial prizes, not some gifts, real fulfillment. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.